Today we are diving headfirst into the world of kitchen appliances. These essential kitchen appliances are what you need to transform your kitchen from a messy food prep area into a clean culinary space. Specifically, we're talking top 5 of the best of the best. And as always, the links to all of the products in this video can be found in the description below. These links will give you the best prices for the products, so be sure to use them before you make a purchase. All right, first up on this list is the Instant Pot. This thing has been everywhere and everyone seems to have their own opinion on it. Let's get to the bottom of this. First off, the pros. It's a multi-cooker, which means it can do the job of about 10 other appliances. This cooker can save you a lot of money having to buy other appliances. Rice cooker, pressure cooker, slow cooker, yogurt maker, you name it, this thing does it. It's a massive time saver, especially for you busy folks who want a decent meal without being in the kitchen for hours. And let's not forget about the convenience of the pressure cooker. You put everything in, set it, and forget it. No more babysitting pots and pans. You can get on with life while your dinner cooks itself. Now that's what I call a good deal. But this thing can be a bit intimidating, especially if you're a beginner cook, because there are a lot of advanced cooking settings to this appliance. And if you don't use it properly, you could end up with a kitchen that looks like a complete disaster. You need to experiment with different seasonings and other additions to really get the most out of it. So what's the verdict? The Instant Pot is a powerful tool, but it's not a magic wand. If you're willing to put in a bit of effort, you can create some truly amazing meals out of it. But if you're looking for something that's going to do all the work, you're better off sticking to takeout. Now let's talk about what this bad boy is good for. Think hearty stews, fall-off-the-bone ribs, perfectly cooked rice, and even cheesecake. It's all about mastering the settings and understanding how to layer flavors. With a bit of practice, you can elevate your cooking game. Next up, we've got the darling of the culinary world, the air fryer. This thing's been all over social media, promising crispy perfection with a fraction of the oil. But does it really live up to the hype, or is it just another fad diet gimmick? Let's find out. Now, I'll admit, the air fryer does have some things going for it. It's quick, it's convenient, and it can definitely give you that satisfying crunch we all crave. Plus, it's a healthier alternative to deep frying, which is always a bonus. And let's be honest, who doesn't love crispy fries without the guilt? You can even roast vegetables, cook chicken wings, and bake some desserts in this thing. It's pretty versatile. But here's the kicker. It's not actually frying, it's essentially a mini convection oven circulating hot air to cook your food. It does a decent job, but it's not going to give you the same results as a deep fryer. These things are usually quite small, so if you're cooking for a family, you'll probably be standing there all night batch cooking. So, is the air fryer worth it? It's a handy tool to have in your kitchen arsenal, especially if you're short on time or watching your waistline. It can't replace your oven or your deep fryer, but it can be a useful addition to your kitchen. Think crispy fries, chicken wings, fish fillets, and even some vegetables made hot and quick. It's all about getting that perfect golden brown finish and a satisfying crunch. Now let's talk about a real baking workhorse in the kitchen, the stand mixer. This is the essential appliance of baking, the culinary powerhouse that can handle everything from whipping cream to kneading dough. But is it a necessity or a luxury? Let's break it down. First off, the pros. A stand mixer is an absolute godsend if you're serious about baking. It takes all the hard work out of kneading bread, whipping egg whites, and making those picture-perfect cakes. Plus, it frees up your hands to do other tasks in the kitchen, which is always a bonus. And let's not forget about the attachments. You can get everything from pasta makers to meat grinders, turning your stand mixer into a true culinary multitasker. It's an investment, sure, but one that will pay off immensely if you use it regularly. But here's the catch. They're not cheap. A good quality stand mixer will set you back a little bit, so you need to be sure you'll actually use it before you spend the cash. And another thing, these things are huge. They take up a lot of counter space, which can be a problem sometimes. So, is a stand mixer essential? If you're a passionate baker who loves to whip up cakes, cookies, and bread on a regular basis, then absolutely yes. It's an investment that will make your life easier and your baking better. But if you only bake occasionally, a hand mixer or even a good old-fashioned whisk will probably do the trick. Think perfectly kneaded bread dough, fluffy cakes, smooth frostings, and even homemade ice cream. All right, for number 4 on our list, let's talk about one of the most convenient kitchen appliances of them all, the blender. This kitchen staple has been around for ages, promising to mash anything in its path. But is it really a must-have, or are we better off just using other appliances to get the job done? Let's dive in. First off, the good stuff. A blender is a lifesaver for making smoothies, soups, sauces, and even nut butters. It can turn fruits, vegetables, and even nuts into smooth, creamy deliciousness in a matter of seconds. And let's be honest, who doesn't love a good smoothie bowl for breakfast or a refreshing margarita after a long day? Plus, there are so many different types of blenders on the market these days, from personal blenders for single servings to high-powered machines that can crush ice and make nut butter. There's a blender out there for every need and budget. But here's the thing, not all blenders are created equal. Some are flimsy and struggle to blend anything more than soft fruits, while others are noisy and vibrate so much they practically walk off your counter. And let's not even get started on the cleaning. Some of these things have more parts than a car engine, making the cleaning process a real chore. So, is a blender worth it? It depends on your lifestyle and how often you plan on using it. If you're a smoothie enthusiast or just enjoy its convenience, then a blender can be a great addition. Think creamy smoothies, velvety soups, homemade salsas, and even nut butters. Finally, let's talk about the appliance that fuels most of our mornings, the coffee maker. This is the one appliance that many of us simply cannot live without. It's the unsung hero of our daily routines. But with so many different types on the market, from basic drip coffee makers to fancy espresso machines, it can be tough to know which one is right for you. The choices can be overwhelming. Let's start with the obvious. A good coffee maker makes a damn good cup of coffee. It's the difference between a sluggish start and a vibrant morning. And let's be honest, life is too short for bad coffee. A bad cup can ruin your entire day. Whether you prefer a simple cup of joe or a fancy latte, a decent coffee maker can make your mornings a little bit brighter. It can even make you look forward to waking up. And let's not forget about the convenience factor. The ease of use can be a game changer. Imagine having to boil water, grind beans, and manually brew your coffee every single morning. It sounds exhausting, doesn't it? A coffee maker takes all the hassle out of your morning caffeine fix, freeing up your time and energy for more important things, like deciding what to have for breakfast or planning your day. But here's the thing, coffee makers can be a bit of an investment, especially if you want one with all the bells and whistles. The price tags can be intimidating. And let's be honest, some of those features are just downright unnecessary. They can complicate what should be a simple process. Do you really need a built-in grinder, a timer, and a self-cleaning function? Probably not. Sometimes less is more. And another thing, coffee makers can be a pain to clean. The maintenance can be a real chore. Make sure you choose a model that's easy to disassemble and clean. A little maintenance can save a lot of hassle. So, is a coffee maker worth it? It's a question only you can answer. If you're a serious coffee drinker who can't imagine starting your day without a decent cup of joe, then absolutely yes. But if you only drink coffee occasionally, you're probably better off sticking to instant coffee or heading down to your local cafe. It might be more practical for your lifestyle. Look for features that are important to you, such as a built-in grinder, a timer, or a pause and serve function. Choose wisely and enjoy your perfect cup of coffee every morning. So don't be lazy, get cooking! There you have it, the top 5 kitchen appliances that can transform your culinary game from disastrous to delicious. Now get out there and get cooking. And while you're at it, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below letting me know which kitchen appliance you simply can't live without.